All right, let's take a look at the Portland 3 region, and it comes in with the USC Trojans with the #1 seed absolutely winning the Pac-12 tournament championship, helped them secure that top spot, and then Ohio State, UConn, Virginia Tech round out the top 4 seeds. So what I want to point out with USC, I believe that Pac-12 championship game was really important for the team. Juju popped. She dropped 51 points on Stanford at Stanford. I played there. I played for Tara Vanderveer. I knew the next time they saw Juju, they were going to throw everything at her. One of the strengths of Stanford is when they lock in on a scouting report defense against you, they're going to take away what you do best. So I wasn't surprised that Juju went for 9 points and 2 for 15 from the field. But what did stand out was Harvard transfer, the vet Mackenzie Forbes, coming through with 26 points, a diversity of ranges that she shot from. Marshall always brings the energy, especially on the glass. Double there. And I think for USC, you just need momentum heading into the tournament. It was a great signal. We are a team. And Juju's excellent, but we are a team that's ready for the tournament. Now, I talked a little bit about Juju here, but there's so many great scorers in this region, Cass. How talent-loaded is this region?
If you want to see incredible individual performances, this is the region for you. You mentioned Juju. She's second behind Caitlin Clark. We have Elizabeth Kitley. She's 6th. Syracuse's Deja Fair. She's 10th. I know we're going to get into Syracuse more, but I was in the Dome for a few games, and it is so fun to watch her. She can pull up a little bit like Clark, really bring Syracuse with her and come back and win some games. You have Paige Beckers, which we can't forget about for UConn. The last time we saw her in the tournament, she literally carried that Huskies team to the title game. And that's not even including Georgia Amore for Virginia Tech. And I have one more. Maine 5th-year senior guard Ann Simon ranks 41st.
Okay.
So that is 4 of the top 12 scorers and 6 players in the top 50.
Okay.
I love all the guards you just listed. Though. Only Elizabeth Kitley is the only post player. Otherwise, it's a guard region.
That's true.
You know what? We got some guards up here, so I like that. I know you love a spicy matchup, and I know you played for Syracuse. So I'm going to look at your former team. They come in at Syracuse at the #6 seed, and I want to understand their potential here because potentially with advancing, you know, they could see UConn there. And UConn's been a team that's been riddled with injury, but they still got Paige Beckers.
Yeah.
What are you seeing coming?
First, I'll start with Syracuse and just head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack. I mean, she took Buffalo to the Sweet 16 in 2018, which wasn't that long ago. ACC Coach of the Year, and then you mentioned Deja Fair. She is second in active all-time scores behind Caitlin Clark, over 3,500 career points. So I think she can drop 40 anytime she decides that she wants to drop 40.
Right.
With Syracuse, it'll be N Company. Will they show up and N Company will be there? And I think for UConn, it is so important that Aaliyah Edwards has a fantastic tournament. We are going to focus on Paige. She is going to be the one that everyone tries to lock down. But will Aaliyah Edwards keep everyone honest in the post and score? She has had a fantastic senior campaign. I've really enjoyed watching her this year. I think it'll be a big tournament for her.
I think in general, when you talk about the tournament, the rest of the team, role players, and I also think X factors, someone outside of the scouting report that maybe you didn't expect stepping up, that's where upsets happen.
Yep.
You know, that's where March Madness happens. So, I mean, star players are often scouted for by this point. You wanted to add in, Cass?
Well, I just wanted to say, speaking of Aaliyah Edwards, we get masked Aaliyah this tournament because of that broken nose. And we know how players play with the mask on.
Yeah,
So.
dangerous.
Okay, guys, final 4 picks. Who's coming out of this region? Who you got?
USC.
USC.
Yeah, I would love for Juju to make this Cinderella historic story. I think she's got everybody behind her. I think she's the next face of women's college basketball.
I certainly do. I would take it even further, the next face of college basketball, men's or women's. So I'm going with USC. And of course, I think coming out of the Pac-12 too, as somebody who's been really close to the conference and covering it for years, and especially this season, teams coming out of there are really battle tested.
Yeah.
Be sure to get in on the action with Yahoo's Bracket Madness game for both the women's and the men's tournaments. You could win $25,000 in our best bracket contest. It's free to play, so head to yahoo.com/tourney to sign up.